And you're listening to News Talk 1340 WJRW. John Gonzalez, the Going Gonzo Show, weekdays at 1 o'clock. Joining me here today is Amy Sherman from the Great American Brew Trail. Amy, I love the fact that we love to talk beer here on the show, of course.
Yep.
And you were doing something fun. We mentioned this last week when I had you on the show about this 12 beers at Christmas. How's it going so far?
Well, obviously awesome.
Are you managing to get to your list every day?
You know, there were 2 days where I was a little late, but otherwise, yes, I've posted them all up on Facebook and Twitter. Amy on the Trail. You can check them out and see what I've put up so far. And
cool.
All Michigan. They're all Michigan selections. Not that there aren't other great holiday beers out there, but
yeah. No, I had a hard time finding some of the beers, but I was actually over the weekend. That was my goal, is to get out there and get as many of these as I could.
Because you're going to write a blog about it,
I'm going to try to write a blog, for Friday. The sooner the better, before Christmas gets here, right?
Right, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, it's a really good idea. But I'm working on it. I had a hard time finding, believe it or not, the Christmas ale from Frankenmuth.
I have not found it yet either. I don't know if people are sold out or if I was just looking at Smitty's and they didn't have it either. So I don't know if they didn't distribute it this far, but
I know our buddy Fritzy in Lansing,
Fritz
Klug from M Live, had it in Lansing. But
well, why don't you tell him to grab us some?
I'm going,
and you're going over there.
Yeah, I'm going over there, right? So I will ask about that. I did find the Bell's Winter White.
Yes, that's pretty widely available.
Did not find the Bell's Christmas Ale though.
I have seen that around town, unless it's recently sold out, but I have seen that at a couple different places.
I'm going through Amy's list right now. She was kind enough to share the list with me in advance so I can get this ready for my blog, and we'll share here with the listeners. These are 12 beers that are Michigan-based, kind of Christmas
or seasonal winter,
seasonal beers. On your list, Bell's Christmas Ale, Bell's Winter White. And I mentioned Frankenmuth Christmas Ale. The 4 Elf at Dark Horse, I have had that.
Yeah, and I have not yet.
Oh my
but
gosh.
That was my recommendation on Saturday because they had their 4 Elf party.
They did, yeah.
Yes, which I am sure was an incredible time.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to go just to see if they have any left over.
Yes, I love their beer.
In Shorts, now this was good. This was a good one because I have not seen this variety pack. Shorts seasonal variety pack, which includes you have here on the list a ginger snap and a snow wheat.
Snow wheat, yes,
beer.
Exactly. And it has 2 other beers in it as well. So you get a good variety of beers. I think it has it's 12. I think it's 12 beers. Is that right? It's 12 beers
12.
in it. Yep. So you get 3 of each kind, and I know it's available at Family Fare. That's why I picked mine up. But a cool one, not only to give as a gift, but to have on hand at the holidays, because that way you kind of can hit everybody's tastes with one purchase. So you're not scrambling to get a whole bunch of different kinds.
This was a great pick by you because I didn't realize Shorts had a seasonal variety pack out there. And, we both love Shorts. It was our number one brewery in the state of Michigan. And I tell you what, I found it over the weekend. And the ginger snap, I think I wanted to finish it all right there on the spot.
You drank all 3 bottles.
I wanted to drink all. I did not.
It is really good. I agree with you. I really liked that one a lot. I thought it was great. And they put those variety packs out every season. So, they'll have another one coming out probably in the spring. So you can, always get something a little bit new that isn't normally available in a 6-pack from Shorts.
I did find your the Atwater Brewing Winterbach.
Yes.
Out of Detroit, but I have not tried it yet.
Okay. I haven't had it this year, but I like that beer. It's a real malty beer.
Oh,
so
is it? Okay.
It's a little bit more, I don't want to say sweet, but it's, not hoppy, is how I want to say it. It does have hops in it, but it's a nice balance and then a real malt-forward beer.
I saw that you put a couple of Schmoes beers on here, and those,
why not? We love Chaz.
Those guys are fantastic over there.
He has a gingerbread.
The gingerbread we had, right, at the tasting.
At the tasting that we went to. Yep.
But this other beer that you have on the list, the Miracle Off 28.
Yes, and that is one of their most popular beers. Technically, I think it's considered a barley wine, which is what happens when something gets it's a certain way you brew it, but it has a really high alcohol content. So it is a really special beer. They brew it once a year. It usually sells out fairly quickly. So if you want it, you need to go and get that now. But it's a great beer to sip and enjoy. And like I said, one of their most popular beers.
He bottles it right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. We'll have to head over to Schmoes at some point before the holidays are over. Now, you had a couple beers on here that I don't know where this brewery's at. The Boatyard Brewing. Where are they located?
They're a newer brewery and they're in Kalamazoo.
Oh, okay.
And just recently opened this past kind of summer, fall. And I have not visited them, but these beers sounded really good and thought let's spread the love around to some of our new brewers around town.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned them. The Gingerbread Man Overboard Imperial Porter.
That sounded pretty good to me.
Judy, that's calling my name right there.
That's your kind of beer, John. That's your kind of beer,
yeah. Overboard, that's me. And the Christmas Eve porter, and I love porters, so.
I do too, and I like porter's a beer that can really hold up to some spice, so I think that adding some spice to those darker beers is a good way to go.
You put a Greenbush beer here, which I've been meaning to get down there for the holidays. Their winter ale?
Yep, and you know what, that one is going to be available on tap. I don't think it's going to be bottled, so you'll have to travel down to Sawyer. But as you know, you and I know, we love that pub, and they finished their expansion, and it looks pretty good in there. They decorated it all up for Christmas, so it'd be a great little stop on the way to Chicago.
Sure will. And then you have a couple Detroit area breweries here, Dragon Mead and Coonan. And now Coonan has their big party coming up
this weekend. This weekend, they expanded it to 3 days, so if you're interested in their solstice party, you can head on down there. They have a ton of special releases. Their beers are top-notch, and it's quite a party in a tent outside. So if you didn't get tickets to the Winter Beer Fest, that might be a great option to go down there if you want to drink outside in the snow.
Put their Winter Wonder Lager on there, but I would imagine any beer.
Any beer from them is incredible.
Dragon Mead, you have also heard of their Joël Norwegian Christmas Ale.
Yes, and they do that every year. It's one of the ones that's available on tap. They have over 50 beers on tap down there, so you can go try that one. It's one that they make every year, but you, again, have to go visit the pub, and they're in Warren, and they have a crazy medieval theme going on down there, which is why I think they brewed up this beer, 1, to reflect their heritage, and then 2, to reflect their medievalness.
All right, looks like Dave Jaganet's coming on in here. We have to get moving for local news and ABC News. The last beer on the list in our 12 Beers of Christmas is a beer that I did find, the Jolly Pumpkin Noel de Calabaza.
Yes, and that's a really interesting beer. As you know, Jolly Pumpkin's beers are sour beers. They are really different. You got to give them a try, give them a chance. And I think we had this one when we were down there. It's got a beautiful color.
It's a beautiful color. It's a great tasting beer, and I found it at Hopcat.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
They had it there. So.
Nice. And, you know, one more thing, Hopcat is having a really cool event Thursday night.
Oh, my gosh, I could have forget.
Thursday night, it's Joe Short's birthday from Short's Brewing, and so he is bringing down, I believe, 35 kegs of beer that are only going to be available at Hopcat. So if you love Short's beer like we love Short's beer, in fact, we probably should go. You can go and celebrate Joe's birthday with all of their amazing selections at Hopcat.
All right, local news coming up here in a few seconds. ABC News at the top of the hour, and then, well, it's not Mike Huckabee, still the Mike Huckabee Show. Some guy filling in for Mike Huckabee.
Then we're not going to do it.
No, we're not going to do it. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you soon here on News Talk 1340 WJRW.